Well, hello everyone, and welcome to round 5 at the Spanish Grand Prix of AOR Season 10. As you see, we just completed our qualifying lap then, and here is the qualifying results for you. Iceman has got pole on a 1:17.8, incredible lap from him in the Lotus. Kian comes in second, Dan in third. We're all the way down in 7th for today, and from 16th and down is a complete guess as I forgot to take Kian. And lights are out, and away we go for the Spanish Grand Prix of AOR Season 10. Got a decent start off line, we're about to get past Falcon, potentially, no we're not. He's got the better traction, and Gunner's on the inside of us. We have a go at us down in towards turn 1, we're on the outside line from P7 on the grid. And there's someone off, that's Keen in the Rebel, who's been spun off at turn 1, he's backwards already. We've ghosted for him, luckily, or he ghosted and we went through him, but anyway, down towards turn 3 now. Turn 4, and we're behind Dan Snake. Falcon's dived up the inside of him, but he's run a bit wide, and they're battling it out here. And I had to just lift off there. Got very close to the rear diffuser of Falcon there as they were messing about around on the track, trying to figure out where they were going to be. And Gunner is still with us, right behind us. We're gaining position because of Keaton's spin, of course, and going into this middle sector then, can we nail the next corner and have a potential move on Falcon down towards the next corner? No, we can't. I think he's gained a bit too much on us there. And going down towards this corner, there's a proximity area behind us, and then in the braking zone, we think we're braked alright, and then suddenly something hits us from behind. I have no idea who it was, and, well, we're just having to wait. We're eager to go, but we can't go because everyone's trying to go past, so we just waited until everyone gone past and let them through, and rejoined in last position in this third sector then. Teammate is ahead of us. I believe he had contact something. There's people spinning all over the place, but not quite as bad as we did there. As we're now into last place, and we've got quite a bit of KERS, and we're using it now, putting up into Rich Mix. We had a bit of wheel spin though, so when we'll be able to get past our teammate, he's going to have probably at least as much KERS as us, and he's got slipstream from several other cars ahead. We've only got him and he's a bit far away. No, we won't make a move on him into turn 1, I reckon, here. But you can see the guys, there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, about 5, 6 car train here, and oh, 2 of them are off. That looked like Philip and Leader Master or something, or it wasn't Falcon, I don't think. And we've managed to take the cut back on our teammate. Very kindly, supposedly let us through. I'll leave that one up to you to judge. But as you can see, he seems like he's coming back at us here on the outside, and we'll give him space. We'll brake a bit earlier, see if we can get a better exit line out of the corner, and we are ahead. And then on to lap 2 then, we are caught up to the little group ahead of us, and you can see there's Gunner and Rob, and 2 Williams have collided, just slightly made contact, and now Gunner is going a bit slowly. Can we have a look around the outside? No, we can't. They go side by side into the next corner. Who will come out on top? Rob's managed to get it around the outside, and is now behind Savvy in the McLaren in his home Grand Prix, which is leading this 6-car train now. Wow, okay, this is going to be rather interesting. I think we're a 6 or 5 car train, and they're having a go, and we lost quite a lot of time. We had a bit of wheel spin coming out the last corner, and Iceman sets a fast lap of 21.8. We've done a 24.9. That tells you how, well, crap this traffic is costing us. And we've gone very deep into turn 1. We've locked up a tad and we had to get off the brakes, and, well, we've lost the position. Our teammate comes back through, and that is it Rob? Yes, that's Rob in the Williams off wide. I'm not sure if he got pushed wide or if he just ended up going wide, but still, he has gone off wide now. And there goes Savvy off wide as well. I'm not sure if there was lag contact between him and Gunner, but he's at least in the gravel. We're up into P12 now. We're getting close to the points. Gunner is now in the points ahead of our teammate, so potentially we will get points if we manage to get past these 2 in the short future. But at the moment we're just... Oh, no. That's P11 for us for the taking. He's gone. and spun it on the curb, and we go a bit deep into turn 1 now, not too badly, and Gunner's gone even deeper and been auto-slowed and lost a lot of speed. So we're going to see if we can use our curves on the exit and get down the inside or outside here of this corner. We're going to go for the outside, but he goes a bit deep into the corner here at the exit, so we're going to see if we can cut back. But he's got the overcut on us, and it's okay. But now Rob is behind us as well. We're in a Williams sandwich here. We can't afford to lose too much time behind Gunner because Rob is catching us quickly behind. Can we manage to get past him as soon as possible here? Get the DRS on the next straight and hopefully go past. Can we nail this right-hander? Yes, we have pretty much. We're into 5th. Got the DRS, use a bit of curves. Activate the DRS, there we have. And now put it into lean for this braking zone. Can we get past? I doubt it. But oh, we've been hit from behind by Rob again. I wonder if that's who hit us on lap 1. And there's 2 cars off. It's Marussia and a Toro, so that's got to be Defiant and Sid then, I'm guessing. And we're up 2 positions more. We're in the points. We're in P9, guys. We've gone from, well, in 4 laps, we've gone from 7th to last to 9th. So this isn't bad, I would say. Now we're behind Gunner. Slight corner cut there at the last chicane, but we don't really know how to do that. Low sections of corner anyway, so we're really slow anyway. We've got the DRS now. Can we make a move on Gunner into turn 1? It's looking unlikely, but the DRS is getting us much. Someone's coming out the pits. How will this affect us? Well, we go around the outside of both of them with 3 wide. There's a bit of contact, and I think we're in the losing end here. We've gone a bit wide, and well, no, actually the McLaren's back there. I'm not sure. I made an unfair overtake on Gunner, so I let him pass, and I decided to go wide to let Hammer Time pass as well, as I felt like by going wide I managed to overtake both of them quite unfairly off track, so I let them both back through, and Rob got pretty close. And here then on lap 5 Dan's gone past us. We outbroke ourselves a tad into that corner. On lap 7 then we decided, or 6 onto 7, we decided we'd had enough of those option tyres which we used in qualifying. It was time to go onto some fresh prime tyres and have a go at gaining back on Gunner, see if we can get past him and potentially get Professional, I believe, in the McLaren ahead of him, or the Mercedes. I'm not quite sure about that. But here we go then. And he's gone deep into the corner, and we're going to leave him a bit of room on the inside. Have we got past him? He's still there, I think, but no, he's cut the corner, I think, and we've managed to get him. And then on to lap 14 then. We are going to get ahead of this Lotus coming out the pits. Is it Dan again? I wonder if it is. If it is, then we are pretty much equal on pace to the faster guys ahead of us, which is a real shame and a bit of a piss take, considering where we started off on the grid, which potentially could have given us a better position than where we are now. And Dan, we just let him through really. We're on very worn tyres. I think we're coming in on lap 16 or 15, so we've got a couple of laps to go at least. So we won't fight him too much. Hopefully we were hoping at least to grab on to DRS here, which we just about managed to. And you see on lap 16 then we're about to come in, and Falcon in the Sauber has started to catch us. And at turn 1 here we are going to hold him a bit through this turn 1, turn 2 section. You see he's all over us. There's proximity errors looking left and right everywhere pretty much to get past us, and then we just pretty much understeer a bit wide here, and then he goes through on the inside any second now as he outbrakes us, because well, we're really on. But we're going to have a go, see if we can keep round the outside, see if we can battle him a bit, but no, that's enough. He says he wants to get past us and get on to racing Dan, but well, that left us alone for a little bit before we pitted. For the prime tyres, we're going option prime, so all prime after that first qualified option stint, and at the exit you can see lead master got ahead of us, and we mounted that curve a bit at turn 1, well, oh well. Not to the worst I've done, potentially. I did worse in qualifying, and you can see on lap 20 then we called up to the back of him in the Sauber. Rob is now 12 seconds-ish behind us, and can we have a look at him down into the next corner? Can we get the Sauber here? There's a potential possibility for it if he runs wide, has he? Yes, he has. He's run a bit wide onto the marbles, onto the curb and the AstroTurf, and we've actually got past him there. We're up into P9 once again, despite being the last man to pit, so we got undercut quite a lot by the other drivers. As you can see, Gunner got back past us as well. That's how much we lost due to the undercut, but we're hoping the fresher tyres towards the end of the race will help us put us in a decent position to finish strong at the end of the race. But it remains to be seen if that is the actual case. And as you can see, he's got the DRS behind us in the Sauber. Will he get past us? He's absolutely gaining massively on us. He's going down the inside of us. See if we can cut back on him at turn 1 potentially. No, it doesn't seem like it. I think he's got the move done and dusted this time. And he gained a bit on us, and then we made this massively bad mistake at the end of the straight. We're close to pitting, and we're a bit frustrated that we got past and that we're in the position we're in. and we wanted to keep on gaining, but our tyres are starting to get worn. We're soon due for a pit stop, and here Savi destroys his vehicle at his home race, and you can see where we are. We are absolutely pissing ourselves. We're thinking, pit? No, what? Yes, are we going to pit? Potentially a safety car, because we're in the perfect position to pit and then come out behind the safety car, or whatever it is. But, well, you get what I mean. I was very frightened at the time that there would be a safety car after I'd gone past the line, but here we are on lap 23. Now we're going up with the inside of Gunner, who's done a bit of a mistake, and we're going to go down the inside. We've pushed him wide, just about left him space in my opinion, but it looks like from the rear view mirror, left mirror, that he's gone a bit wide, and Lead Master ahead seemed like he was going into the pits for a second, maybe just a bit of oversteer. And we tried to use our curse and we failed, had a bit left, got the DRS now on him though, and we're set at 22.2, but that's not our best lap. A 22.0 is our best lap currently. Going into turn 1 as he ran a bit wide, he's on the curb, he's going to, oh, we've got a bit of oversteer there on the curb. Can we have a look at him on the exit here? Yes we have, he's run wide, he's almost been auto-slowed on the AstroTurf, but we've got past there, and we are up into P6 now as we pit on lap 26 for the final set of prime tyres. Exiting the pit, Ferrari could have given us a nice 3.2 second stop, and now you'll see as we exit in the pit lane, I'll show you here who we come out next to. And as you can see, this is Lead Master, who's getting pretty close, but will we get ahead of him into turn 1? Looks like we potentially could here, braking as late as we dare possible to get that inside apex at turn 1, and we're on absolutely freezing cold prime tyres here. They're giving us no grip at all hardly, and now Lead Master is going for the inside, and as he goes for the inside, just as we're turning round to try and follow the curve of the corner, he has hit us off into the gravel. It's a disaster. We've lost at least one position here. Will we lose one to Rob as well? He's gone on as if nothing, but I'm not sure if there was lag or anything involved there. Can't quite decide whose fault that was, but as you can see now, lap 30, we've managed to get the dust off our prime tyres, and we're now back on the heels of Rob. I think he's on quite worn tyres at this stage in his Williams. He's definitely struggling for pace by the looks of him. Can we get past him? I'm not very willing to get past him before the DRS zone, because that'll just be certain death really. But and now we are trying. Oh, okay, a bit of a bad corner cut there, but we lifted off a bit, and now going through the last corner, putting down the power as hard as early as we can, using all the curves. He's got away from us, but we've got the DRS. We're getting back on him, going down towards turn 1. There is a car coming out the pit lane. I believe he's a lap down. Oh, the Marussia lap was close between the two cars. Now we've got down the inside of Rob into turn 1 and turn 2, and we are ahead. And we understeered a bit wide there, but not too badly. And we have taken P9 then on lap 31 out of 33. And now the gap to Gunner Road is 6.3 seconds on lap 31. And as we then cut onto the final lap of the race, you can see going through turn 1 and turn 2, we could see him there ahead of us. We've gained 6 seconds pretty much in one lap, or less than a lap. So he's definitely struggling like Billy on his tyres. Keane's disconnected. That will give us a position unless he's crossed the line, which I doubt he strongly has. As the race there ends, Iceman, we've managed to get up the side of Gunner. And wow, that's it. We have gained the last position for this race, I think. But as you can see, the gap is miles ahead to professional head. We've made it back into 8th, and that will be 7th because of Keane's disconnection. So we have now got ourselves from 7th where we started down to 16th, and then back to where we started in 7th. It's not that good, but well, considering the pace we've had, a set of 20.4 as the fastest lap, I think that's a decent race from us. Quite a few overtakes, a few good battles, decent battles, and we've now almost come to the race end here on lap 33. Iceman has won the race. Congratulations to him, I forgot to notice that until now. And we lock up at the last corner and we try and do the corner as best as we can. Despite that, using all the curves down towards the line to take a well-deserved P8 in my opinion from this race. P7. As our teammate leaves the session way out the points again. And here are the race results then, guys. Iceman took the win in the Lotus ahead of Pepper in 2nd, and a new guy to the league, FTR Hammer Time, in 3rd for rounding out the podium. We were down in 7th position, decent in my opinion, and our teammate H Pro finished all the way down in 15th due to that retirement at the end. Well, as for the matter of the next race, guys, then it is the Monaco Grand Prix of Season 10 of AOR. It is a very tight and twisted track, very easy to make mistakes at and crash out, causing a safety car. I'll expect to be at least one safety car during this race. Well, pretty much anybody would. to be honest. Results and standings and all that for the league will be in the description below. If you want to join a potential GP2 league or sign up as a reserve for the current F1 league you see now, just go down in the description, there should be a link for that as well. And well, hopefully we'll have a good race out in Monaco next time, just like we had here in Spain. And until next time guys, I thank you ever so much for watching. Hope to see you all next time for the Monaco Grand Prix of AOR.